We're going to learn the sixth etude by Brouwer by ear and by rote in this video, so no notation. I'm just going to learn the whole thing. So you're going to start out with your pinky on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and then you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the 3rd string, and then the 1st finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string, and then the G string, the top E string is open, and then also you'll be playing the bottom 5th string. You leave the 6th string out for now. And this right hand pat, so that's the chord that opens the piece. That's pinky on 7 on the 4th string, 3rd finger on 6th on the 3rd string, and 1st finger on 4th of the 2nd string. That's the chord that opens the piece. And the next chord is this. All you have to do is take that same shape, and on the 4th string, pick up your pinky and put your 2nd finger down in the 5th fret. So now on the 4th string you have the 2nd finger, and you have the same 2 other notes here on the 6th fret of the 3rd and the 4th fret of the 2nd string. Those 2 remain. And now the chord is this. So the first 2 movements you're going to do are those. And now the right hand pattern, which we'll learn, is going to be used for a lot of this. So it's going to be, you're going to start with your thumb on the 5th string, so P, and then A finger on the top E string. So, and then you're going to come down one at a time, A, M, I. And the A finger gets its own string. It always plays the 1st string here. And then 2nd string is always played by the M finger, the middle finger. And then I, index, always plays the 3rd string. So that's the first part of the arpeggio. And then you repeat that part, and you add one more note. So that's the first part of it. Once again, that's P, A, M, I, A, M, I, and then this extra note you're going to play on the 4th string with P. So you see the thumb handles both bottom strings here. The thumb handles the 5th string, the opening note on the 5th string, and it handles, when you get there, that new note on the 4th string. So far we have, slowly, that's P, A, M, I, A, M, I, P. Good. Then you're going to do this. And that's fun, because what you'll do is now the A finger comes down and shifts its position to the 2nd string here. So I lied. The A finger now plays 2nd string, and then the M finger plays the 3rd string, and I finger plays the 4th string. And then you got to play 2 bass notes at the end, because the very last note is a bass note. So that this is really where the thing ends. And then the next note in the bass, that's the beginning of the thing again. So that's why you have to play those 2 at the end there. So the whole thing is P, A, M, I, A, M, I, P on the 4th string. Now, A finger switches to the 2nd string, A, M on the 3rd string, I on the 4th string, P, P on the open A. So once again, P, A, M, I, A, M, I, P, A, M, I, P, Again, P, A, M, I, A, M, I, P, A on the second string, M, I, P, P. Good, then switch to the new chord. So you see how this piece goes. It's going to be a new, you repeat the arpeggio twice every time. A, P, A, M, I, A, M, I, P, A, M, I, P, P, A, M, I, A, M, I, P, A, M, I, P, P, then switch the chord. A, M, I, A, M, I, P, A, M, I, P, P, A, M, I, A, M, I, P, A, M, I, P, P. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and go and practice this. Just over and over, try to get that. It's possible to get it very smooth and very fast. You can see my technique is not really good enough right now to... That's really the limiting factor, is the ba-ba. That's what's cool about this etude, is practicing quick thumb hits. It's a dexterity of the thumb that's partly worked on. So, go ahead and pause the video if you can't do that arpeggio yet. And then come back and learn the rest of the chords. Good. Now, I will say, before, you don't have to totally learn the arpeggio before you learn all the chords, because you should practice the chords as blocks. But what I mean by that is picking the whole shape, playing the whole shape with it, playing every string, then the new shape, then the new shape, then the new shape, and playing the chords of the piece. This is what it means to play the chords of an arpeggio piece in blocks. Play the whole piece, just chord, that each chord that transferred I changed. Now, the arpeggio pattern actually changes about halfway through, about 3/4 of the way through. But when you practice it in blocks, you're not working on that. You're just working on the left hand. Do I completely know where my left hand is going? Because arpeggios are it takes a lot of concentration in the right hand to make them happen. So you need the left hand to be solidly memorized piece to go well. So now we're going to learn the rest of the chords. So that was the pinky on the 4th string, now second finger on the 4th string. Now we're going to take you keep your first finger where it was. That stays on the 1st string, on the 2nd string, sorry. And then you slide the 2nd finger down into the 4th fret, and you put the pinky on the 3rd string on the 5th fret. Sounds like this. Oops. And then we slide down to here. And what that is every finger from this shape that you have, which is 1st finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string, 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and 3rd finger on the 3rd string, slide that whole shape down 1 fret. What did I say here? Sorry. Pinky on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. That whole thing down 1 fret is now here. That's 1st finger on 3rd of the 2nd string, 2nd finger also on 3rd fret of the 4th string, and now pinky on 4th fret of the 3rd. Then you're going to take the pinky and leave it there, and then these two are going to slide down 1 fret. You shouldn't curl your third finger in like this. I'm doing that so you can see. Okay. So we go from here. Cool. So all from the beginning. These two come down. Now, second finger and pinky stay there, and the first finger moves down. This is a beautiful transition. This is an A major 9 chord. A major add 9. Really add 2. Or no, add 9. No. Yeah, sorry, add 9. And then that's A minor add 9. Both very pretty chords. So slowly from the beginning, block shapes. Again, you shouldn't curl your second finger in like that, but I'm doing this so you can see. And the second finger comes here. Then first finger stays where it is, second finger moves down 1 fret, and then the third finger totally picks up to do pinky here. You have to use pinky, right? Because this is coming, and that stretch is too wide for between these fingers. That's why you got to pick third finger up from this chord when you go down into that, because you're preparing to slide. Sorry, it's on the next chord. You do slide the whole shape down, but then this is what I'm talking about. You know that's coming up. So you prep for it early by using the pinky early. And then this, and all that is just the pinky and second staying the same. And first finger going down. So when you play with the arpeggio, it sounds like this from the beginning. So, I had a few mistakes in there, but you get the basic idea. That is the first section of the piece, and that's the same right hand pattern for that whole section. So, from there to there, from here to here, is the same right hand pattern. Now, right here, instead of doing a double bass note, double thumb hit on this open A, on the last chord you learned, you're going to do the second thumb hit after fretting the 6th string on the 3rd fret with your second finger. And then the fingering is very beautiful chord. Okay, so now it's similar to the other arpeggio shape. Your thumb still handles 2 strings, you see? But now you don't use the A string, now your bass note has descended to the 6th. So now, P, A, M, I, pinky is on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. First string, E string is open. Second string is also open. Now that pinky grabs that 5th fret on the 3rd string. Still same arpeggio pattern otherwise. Just because we have this split, otherwise everything else remains the same. It's still P, A, M, I, A, M, I, P, A, M, I, P, P. Still that same thing. Now, and then, the first finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 4th string right here. That note. Okay, good. Then you're going to maintain this same split in the right hand where the A string is sort of splitting. You still sort of have to hop over it. You're going to keep that going. This whole shape collapses to this. Okay, this is all the notes you fret are in the same fret. They're all in 2nd fret. We start with 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and then 3rd finger is going to come in also on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and pinky comes in the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And again, you hop over that. You hop over that 5th string. You don't even use it in the chord. So now 1st and 2nd string are open, just like in this chord. Okay. Then